Hi, my dear friends. This is again your Dr. Huwuse. Today is not with the alien because you say there is a new format. I am testing out a new picture system which brings a better quality on the screen, and it brings more conformity. So I want to talk you about my little Rollei 35. I don't want to explain the camera in the full, from the system, because there are enough some videos on YouTube which you can see how it is to use. I want to talk about questions which I heard on the YouTube films. Why, for example, you cannot collapse the lens into the camera. You see, I press the button and turn, and nothing goes. Uh, nothing occurs. So the people is demanding often why this is that, why this is so. So you have to use it first the transport level to bring the camera ready to make a picture. Why? And then you can collapse lens into the camera. So it's very thin, very small. The reason is simple. At that way, you use the level for and transport to film to the next picture, and then you collapse the lens and put them in the little pocket here. This is the original one. Here you see the name Rollei. And if you want to take the next picture, you pick up the camera out of your box or the little case here, and then you pull out the lens, and you're immediately ready to take a picture. This is the reason why they found the solution to do that way. The other point is you don't see information inside. To find a newer model, you see some information. But this camera is a fully manual or half automatic camera for people which were like a really super quality, and they have often the knowledge about the photography, and they are very in the union with the camera because they feel how they're to use. So at first you take a picture like this, and then you think it's that picture, will be that picture, okay or not? You want to do it or not? If you find this could be good, then you look here. You see from the top, you see any information what you need. So you see the distance here. In America, it's at feet. In Europe, it's at meters. Here is meters at the top, and on the bottom of the lens, it's feet. In US, it's reverse. And then here you see the f-stop, and you see here the little button with them. You can slip over this without problem, 2 or 3 f-stops, left or right, or 1 or 2. This is mostly enough because the light not change that fast. And here is the exposure time. I usually in 80% use 125. My ID it was that. And the other question is, where is the battery for the light meter? The battery is inside, so it's maybe a little bit disadvantage because you have to open the camera to change the battery, but they had to find a place to put the battery near to the light meter, and the light meter is right here. Right, the light meter is to say it's good, so you close that. Voila. This is a Gaussian light meter. The lens is from Zeiss. This lens here on this model is manufactured by Zeiss. You see it on the lens. It's called Zeiss Tessar. The other are more or less the same quality, but some people say that the original Zeiss, so me says, is tiny better. Size you find also now on different lenses. This is one for the Nikon, which I have a 21. This second lens is. So size is the top class, and you can compare it with Leica. And Gossen, every photographer which works professional knows the Gossen light meter. One of the most famous light meter is the Lunar 6.3. You can take measure even in the night, and this is for the spot function that you can use. And from Gossen is the light meter here inside. Then is also that the transport of the camera, it goes here not from left to right, but from right to left. So the transport level is on the left side. By the old Nikon camera, which I have here, is the L model, is like any other cameras at the right side. But I use this camera. This has a motor transport. I use my other Rollei here. This is a Rollei SL350, and for me, it's also on the right side. For me, it's absolutely no problem. I'm in with the camera, so I do over left or right. It's like in a car. Sometimes you have the light switcher on the left side or on the right side or in the steering wheel, whatever. After a certain time, you recognize that not is absolutely no problem. I bought this camera 50 years ago, and the idea it was to have a little small camera from good quality, in the same quality. Like Nikon, this is about the same age than Nikon EL, in the same quality and in the same format, 24 to 36 millimeter. Because then I can, I was in the possibility to use my favorite film. This was the Kodachrome 64 or Kodachrome 2 before. And so I had the same quality, like pictures from the Nikon, and the same format. So I was able to mix them in the slide projector. They don't change the format. Now I do that, so I take the pictures and transfer it directly to the digital domain, and then this is not a problem because they're gonna be in. But the quality is absolutely top. It's minimum in the quality of the Nikon, even better. This was my little explanation. This is my camera for the Lonely Island. If I had the request that I have to go to a lonely island and I can take only one camera of all the cameras. There are others. I have also Rollei's twin lens. I have the right to take one camera, only one, and this would be little Rollei. So now I say you good night and wish you great pleasure if you are working also with the Rollei 35, or if you have the attention to buy one. Do that is really good, especially if you like a fine mechanical quality like a Swiss watch. Okay, bye bye.